Not enough nonsense in your life? Need a little more? Well, get ready, because these two have it in spades. Loose talk.
What are you talking about? Nonsense.
Even looser opinions.
Please explain.
And you're along for the ride.
Everybody strap in!
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
Hello, yes, welcome to The Burble. It is Benny here.
Az is here.
And it's great to have you again back for another episode of complete nonsense that happens all around the world. Now, of course, before we start, if you like this podcast, make sure that you share it and subscribe to it. You can do that via iTunes and get it to your Apple device. Those who've got Android devices, you can get it through our website, which is theburble.com.au. And you can keep up to date with everything we're doing via our Facebook, our socials, and all that kind of thing. The Burble AU for Instagram, Twitter, and also Facebook. Az, what are we talking about this week?
Well, Benny, I'm going to bring the tone up. We're going to talk about, one of the world's most loved fast food chains and their new technology, the touchscreens.
The touchscreens,
Absolutely.
Okay. I want to talk about this horrified girl that's been on Tinder and has accidentally matched with her brother. That is, I know you've got to hear this.
All right, I'm going to actually bring a story to the table about science. It's about time we had a bit of science in here. And so about doctors who are eating Lego to discover how long it goes through your digestive system and to help children that eat Lego.
Do they test that on animals?
Well, the scientists might be animals, but we don't know.
Up in space, the International Space Station has been infested with space bugs.
Ooh, more science.
And we also want to talk about as well whether or not it is an okay thing to have cool parents. It's all coming up on The Burble.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
Okay, Benny, so bringing the tone up, we have sort of been in the gutter the past couple of weeks, if you've been listening, and
well,
that's
I have to tell you that we told everybody, especially on the last episode, okay, that we are only discussing things that are true, that happened in the news.
We are a mirror.
We're holding up a mirror to society.
We are. But anyway, look, I want to bring the tone up a little bit.
Okay.
I want to go away from people inserting things into themselves, and I want to bring up our most beloved fast food chain around the world.
Oh, well, see, everyone else in the world is actually surprised. They go, well, it's McDonald's, but over here we call it Macca's.
Macca's.
Do they do it in New Zealand as well? Do they call it Macca's over there?
Muckers.
Muckers.
I don't know.
Muckers. Anyway, what's going on at Macca's?
All right, so in the UK, they've only just put in those touch screens. You know, the ones we've got here, we've had for a while.
Oh, we've had those for donkeys.
You can build your own burger and put your order in and you don't have to speak.
Well, you can't build the burger anymore.
Oh, really?
You're not allowed to build the burger.
I've been there for a
they just bring out different... they'll create it and you just hit it now.
Oh, okay.
It's not like you're standing there going, I want it in lettuce. I don't want some cheese. I don't want some more cheese. And bacon. But no, I would have thought the UK would have had those before us.
Apparently not. Researchers have, gone the extra mile, and they've actually sampled the screens. And so everyone that they sampled has traces of faeces.
On the screen?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I shit you not.
Right, okay. So there's feces on the screen. Like, it's not like
not
like a
smear.
spoon flick
No,
or anything
God,
like that.
no.
No.
So,
Tell me what's going on.
So basically, Dr. Paul Martellawi, I think that's how you pronounce it, he's a lecturer in microbiology at London, said he was very surprised at how much gut and fecal bacteria that was on the touchscreen machines. These are the kind of things that cause infections that people get in hospitals. So like E. coli and staphylococcus and all of that really bad stuff.
Right.
But basically it means that people don't wash their hands before they use the machines.
Oh, my goodness. And then they're ordering fries and then using their hands to eat the fries.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, it's a case of not washing your screens. And there was even one that had staphylococcus. Now, that's a bad MF, that one.
So, hang on a minute. People are going to the toilet, not washing their hands, and they touch their nose and...
they touch their bum or whatever they touch.
What if they've got an open cut on their finger?
Ew. And it's on the screen.
Oh...
Like they're not like antibacterial screens or anything. But,
no, but basically all they are is just a touchscreen giant billboard. Don't they reckon that it's quicker to get your food by ordering it, because you've just got to stand around in an ill-fitting restaurant? There's too many plastic chairs and McTables and stuff like that, and you've got to stand around, and then it's really funny. The young people that they have at McDonald's, they won't have a commanding person there barking out, 141, order 141. It's like, 141? Like they're too scared to actually talk to customers.
Yeah, they probably don't want to touch the customers either.
I wouldn't after this.
After this, yeah. But basically, these things are really, really dirty. They're like the handles of toilets in nightclubs. So people aren't washing their hands. Maybe they're having a burger first and then touching the screen, which is pretty much the same thing, really, when you go to Macca's.
Yeah.
The scary thing is, we did some research. We're on the Burble supercomputer. We got a video, and there was the bloke went around and asked people. He said, look, we found poo and food poisoning and all of that stuff all over these screens. Would you still use them? And the resounding answer was yes.
Really?
Yeah. People just don't care.
Didn't the Black Plague start in England?
Yes, it did.
Okay, so is this Black Plague 2.0?
Well,
via touchscreen?
I'd like to call it natural selection.
Okay, over in England, because they have the whole mad cow disease and all that kind of stuff, but don't you think that you need to bolster your immune system up before you go down to the local McDonald's there? Do you know what? Last time I was there, which, mind you, though, was 18 years ago, they were still using polystyrene things for the burgers. Now, was it the same when you went there, or they switched to cardboard?
No, it's all like waxy paper now. We were there not long ago.
Right. Oh, they've gone to the waxy paper.
They have.
Jeez, I wish we went back to waxy paper.
Yeah.
Because we've got the cardboard here now.
Yeah, I know. It's not the same. And,
You know,
and then you
every
order,
time I see a sapling, I weep because I'm like, well, I know you're going to Macca's.
But you order a random burger. You get like a grill, is what they call it, when you want to add or remove extra bits.
Yes.
And then they give you like your quarter-pounder grill in a Big Mac box. I really don't like that. Like, they should have a separate box that goes, you're too fancy to have just the normal menu burger.
Now, look, isn't it, they also did a report as well, and I've got, like, I try to keep my phone screen clean.
Right.
Because, let's face it, these devices now,
they go everywhere.
You basically will sit on the toilet with your phone at one point, and you'll sit there and use it.
Absolutely.
But this is how we manage to, consume a lot of our content these days. This would have a lot of bacteria on it. Now, I also read something as well, that the most bacteria-ridden thing in your house are bath towels.
Okay.
These screens, it's just getting out of control because of people using your phone, and these touch screens, it's just a communal petri dish.
Yeah, it is.
I remember they made us do it. I did biology in high school. Probably should have done it. And anyway, they baked the petri dishes in like the incubator, and then some of them came out. This one kid had a bad cough. He just coughed straight onto it, and there was a growth. It was disgusting. So are we finding out in England, in London, that they've got these exact same sort of results?
Absolutely. That is where the study's been done. They're only new, too. That's the really scary thing. They haven't been there to, soak up the bacteria for the last 12, 18 months like we've had them.
Yep.
So these are brand spankers, and they're covered in germs already. But, I mean, it's a good thing for Macca's. Like, they can scrape them down, put it in a petri dish, and that's the secret of the secret sauce.
No wonder they don't want to reveal it to anybody.
Absolutely.
They sold bottles of it, but I've seen McDonald's clean the screens with some disinfectant. Obviously, it's not strong enough.
Yeah, but they've got to do it realistically after every person uses it.
So why don't they leave it up to the users? Why don't they have like a bacterial wipe to use the screen, make sure that people are acknowledging it? You know what I mean?
People are shit, though. Like, they won't do that. Seriously. It's like, they'd just be like, nah.
So is this going to ward off people even in Australia now? Is this the Australian version of the health warning? Clean up your screens, clean up your act.
Well, I don't know. I really don't. Like, what's worse, the screens or the food?
Well, I don't mind a Macca's burger every once in a while. Frozen Coke has been seen to be a good hangover cure.
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all. But what's your preferred method of getting your Macca's food? Is it drive-through? Do you walk in? Do you order? Do you keep someone in their job being at the register, or do you go the touchy?
I've never used a touchy.
Never used the touchy?
No, I always go to the counter, and then I get my little ticket, and I stand around.
See, I don't like that. I really don't like the new ordering system. Back in the old days, they threw away X amount of burgers per hour, but they had one there straight away. Grab it out of the bin, in the bag, bang. You worked there at that point in time when that happened?
Sure, back in the midst of time.
Yeah, back in the midst of time. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer that, or do you prefer...
No, I don't mind the new system. I like say if I get order number 101, and then I've got, a couple of burgers, some fries, frozen Coke, all that kind of gear. And some dude comes after me and he orders like a cheeseburger, and he's like order 103.
And he gets it first.
Yeah, I love glaring.
Oh, you're a glarer.
I'm a glarer. I like stand there with the the arms crossed, and I'll look at my ticket, and I'll look at him, and I'll look at my ticket, and I'll just follow him out of the restaurant.
What for? You want the
'Cause
cheese?
I'm
Why
just-
didn't you just order a cheeseburger?
'Cause
Or the fact that he got it first?
Yeah.
The fact that he got it first.
Yeah, well, I'm half English. I like to queue.
You like to queue.
But there's a protocol.
Yep.
So even if he gets his burger made first, he should have to wait until after my order's done, because I'm 101 and then 102, then 103. It's like when you go to the damn deli at the supermarket, you got to pull that stupid little tag out.
And they make you do it even though you're the only
Yes.
person at the deli.
I hate that.
I just came in for 2 pounds of potato
All
salad.
I want is some shaved smoked ham. Is that so damn hard? There's no other bastard here. Just wrap me up some pig and give it to me.
Do you know,
Don't make a show of turning around and pressing the button and going, number 16, when I'm the only standing at the counter. Christ.
Well, he's not going to help you.
No, he's not. He's already got his. He was number 15.
Well, if you got the shaved ham, don't eat it on Friday if he comes around.
Well, true.
He won't be happy with that. You know, the other thing, just moving off the whole McDonald's topic as well,
Right.
is the seafood bin at the supermarket. Now, if you've forgotten to purchase some seafood by a certain time, 7, 8 o'clock at night, you think, oh, if I can make it, I'll duck on down to Woolies, get like a kilo of prawns. You get down there and you go, hang on, you just had them fire. I was literally coming to, I just got stopped by someone in the entrance. I had to talk to them, didn't want to be rude. You would take them out. Once they take them out the back, they can't get you any because it's spoiled.
Yep.
That pisses me off. I want prawns. Look, I'll play Russian roulette with my own gut, thank you, love, okay? I know you've got to go and study for your HSC, right, after you've worked.
Just give me a handful of prawns.
I
for
just want a
goddamn it.
kilo of prawns. I may as well become homeless and wait till they go in the dumpster out the back. So to get them prawns, to get that fish, I want some trout. I want some snapper. I want some seafood fillet. No, actually, I don't want that stuff. That is nasty.
Oh, the crab claw things.
Tripe. I just want it, but no, it's off limits. It is completely off limits. Woolworths, come on, mate. I'm going to hand over my hard-earned. I want some prawns. Give me the prawns. Cough them up.
You just wait till they put them in the bin. Still-
I'm time poor. I can't get there on time. Like, seriously. And, like, my nearest Woolworths is literally a trip in at 7 kilometres after I come home from work. And I'm like, oh, man. And I don't want to buy them from the other town that I work in to get Woolworths because then I've got to have them sitting in the car for 50 minutes.
Yep.
And we're in summer. Come on, Woolworths, up your game. Give me some prawns. That's all.
Well, if they put them in the bin, it's still probably cleaner than a McDonald's touchscreen.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
As last week, we started talking about a story that we correctly told that was going to make people's toes curl about the Stay Free juice story. If you
yes.
didn't hear it, go back and download episode 5. But this is equally, I think, a little bit creepy. Well, actually, this is more creepy than the juice that they concocted in Indonesia. An American teen was horrified when he matched his own sister on the dating app Tinder.
Ooh,
And their awkward messages will make your toes curl.
Dear, this is a little bit.
Have you ever done Tinder? Have you
No.
have you been Tinderized?
I haven't.
What about Grindr?
No, I haven't been ground either.
You have been ground?
No, I haven't been ground.
Do you know what? I think
I've been in a stable, loving relationship since
Good.
before the internet.
Do you know what? I think Tinder missed the boat there. You know Finder, that app, finder.com.au. Wouldn't it be like grinder.com.au?
Well, I reckon I should have called it Router.
Router.
Yeah.
It's a poor period of time that we live in due to the fact that, like, you don't even need to put the E on it. You know how people drop the INGs off
Stuff.
words and stuff like they'll be like, yeah, well, this and that. And you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not and that.
No.
It's not. It's very, very bad. But anyway, Tinder actually uses the E, by the way. Anyway, old mate Weston was immediately weirded out when he stumbled upon his older sister, Kaylin, but decided to swipe right and chat.
Oh, dear.
So when she did the same a while later, they matched. He tweeted a screenshot of their chat jokingly saying, "What the f***? I just matched with my sister on Tinder. Someone execute me. I want the electric chair."
Fair call.
Then it went viral. Okay.
That's just odd, isn't it? It's like a Rob Zombie movie.
Yeah, I know. So here it goes. Here's the conversation. He asks, "WTF, sissy?" And she immediately quipped with, "What the flip are you doing here? You aren't 18. He goes, "You swiped right on me." She then goes, "You did it first, sicko. This is so gross. I'm calling mum." Which she replied with, "I